Hello everyone, welcome to the final round of the F1 2017 Esports League Championship. These are the highlights from my perspective of the PC race, and I don't know if there could have been any better track to finish off this series. Probably not, because let's be honest, there isn't a better track on this planet than Suzuka. So yeah, really looking forward to this, and as you may have already noticed, we are at the end of qualifying, and the reason for that is because I had some, I don't know, some frame rate issues in the whole qualifying session. During the whole session, I don't know why. I don't have this problem on any other track so far in this game, only at this track. It was a little bit annoying, so to play it safe, I just stopped recording, and I also stopped recording for the first couple of race laps. By the way, we are facing a full wet race, so yeah, that should be a good one. Probably, and yeah, as I said, just to play it safe for such a big race, I didn't want to risk it, and yeah, started recording as soon as I was sure that it would be okay to record. And yeah, as you can see, we qualified in P10. That's okay, with a little bit of a wet setup there, not too bad. The race is what matters, so yeah, let's get started.
Stay out of trouble in the first few corners, then we can see what our pace is compared to the rest of the field.
And that is a pretty good advice from Jeff, I have to say. Stay out of trouble in full wet conditions. He could have had worse ideas, probably, maybe. We know Jeff is doing some strange things sometimes, but yeah. Let's jump into the race, and I was about to say that you didn't miss much important things, but actually you can see lap 6 and I'm in P6 already, and I didn't finish. My big target for this race was to finish in the top 10 and to be in P6 and have a quite comfortable gap to the cars behind after 5 laps. Yeah, that's pretty massive actually, and I also felt really confident in this wet weather conditions. I normally do on every game and also luckily F1 2017 isn't an exception. And as you can see, Kale in front is in front in P5, and he had a little bit of an argument with the wall there, I believe. I didn't know it at this stage, but after the race he said yeah, he had a little bit of an incident there and lost a part of his front wing, so yeah, that's why he is struggling tiny little bit here in this hairpin, but gets a good exit, so we don't have a chance at the moment here to overtake him. Yeah, what I was about to say, maybe let's just focus on the race, because Kalon is yeah, a little bit of a struggle. Here we go into the inside of Spoon, because he really struggles in his mid-speed corners with his front wing, with his damaged front wing, and towards 130R side by side, that is not gonna end well, I would say, in 90% of any cases, but it actually does end well. We just played very safe, and Kalon actually overshoots it there a little bit, so yeah, make the move, not really spectacular, because his front wing damage actually, yeah, it hurt him a lot in this corner. But yeah, that is P5 for us, and we cut to lap 9. Yeah, Jeff is telling us about the gap in front, but what is really interesting is the gap to the cars behind, because as you can see on the minimap, it is pretty big. I have to say, I didn't expect it. I really felt comfortable in these conditions. I mean, obviously I had no chance to keep up with the top 4. They were insane pace, really insane. But yeah, looking good for us so far, I have to say, and this is really a ridiculous penalty. Yes, really ridiculous. I wasn't even on the white line with the 2 inside wheels, so I don't know why I got a warning or even a penalty for this. Yeah.
Heavy rain will be staying with us for a while now, at least a 20-minute window of heavy rain.
And meanwhile, Jeff was giving us a little bit of a weather update. He said that heavy rain will stay with us pretty much until the end of the race, and I was happy about that. I felt really confident in these conditions. Was able to pull away from the cars behind, and actually for some laps I could match the pace of Ram in front. He's in the pits now, as you can see, and that was also I stood out because of my comfortable situation, I have to say. I didn't want to risk anything. I just wanted to see what are the other guys doing in terms of strategy. Are they trying to zero stop, or are they actually doing a one stop? And as soon as I saw, okay, they're all of them are coming in for the pit stop, I did react to that and did the same, copied their strategy, and we are in the pits for a 2.7 second pit stop. That is okay. On the left we saw Ram flying past. We have no chance of catching him in this race. He and the other three guys in front are just way too fast. But yeah, we come out of the pits still in P5, and we are waiting for the cars behind to come onto the main straight, but there is no one. No one's there. Still no one. And there finally we have two cars actually, Kalon and Max. Probably, should be Kalon and Max. But yeah, as you can see on the minimap, it is really, really weird. We have seen a completely opposite of racing in the first two rounds, with the whole field being so close together over the full distance of the race. And now everyone is pretty much spread out. We're already at lap 22 because I thought at this stage, would be a quiet race until the checkered flag. But actually I was not quite right, because Max was catching me. Yeah, in the background we hear Jeff again talking about the weather, so yeah, heavy rain will stay until the end. And yeah, Max was catching us because I maybe took it a little bit too cautious in some of the laps, because the gap was so big. But as you can see, I noticed it early enough, so I could react to him. I was able to push for some green sector times. He was still faster than me, but I could minimize his gains to one or two tenths per sector, so he didn't gain that much. Obviously we have a time penalty from the early stages of the race, so yeah, my target was definitely to keep him above 3 seconds, and at the moment we're looking good here. 2 laps to go, and he's 5.2 seconds behind. So yeah, I was pretty confident that I could bring this home to the end. And yeah, again I have to say, I really felt comfortable in these conditions. I could push for some green sector times right when I needed them, and we could keep Max pretty much at bay here. We could control the gap. It was really, really, encouraging to see that I was able to pull off such a pace.
This is your final lap of the race.
Yeah, so final lap of the race. I would say I'm just quiet now. Let's see if I can bring this home. Final lap of the Esports League Championship Series.
Okay, the gap behind is 5.5 seconds.
And yes, indeed, I was able to bring the car home in one piece. Really happy with that result. P5 on the board after the first 2 rounds, not going like I would have hoped for. So yeah, really happy with that result, and with that race. Was absolutely flawless. Absolutely happy with it.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley, after another excellent Grand Prix.
So that is the end of this free race championship, and the reason why I showed this little podium sequence there at the end was simply because the top 3 drivers of this race also are the top 3 drivers of the championship after these 3 races, so therefore they qualified for the semi-finals in London, which is an absolutely massive achievement. Big congratulations to them. And just if you don't know already, I'm sure most of you guys already know for sure, but just in case you don't know, the semi-finals are taking place on the 10th of October at 6 p.m. UK time. Be sure to tune in for the live stream. I think they are live streaming it on Twitch and several other platforms. Pretty sure, So be sure to tune in. And at the screen you can see the final standings of the championship. P11 for myself. Really, I couldn't have hoped for more. I mean, in this competitive field, my target was, before the series started, my target was to finish at least one race in the top 10, and yeah, I managed to do so in the final race here at Suzuka, which is really a massive achievement. P5, probably one of the biggest successes in my league racing career. I mean, I'm not league racing for so long, but yeah, P5 in an esports race, I think I can be a little bit proud of that. And yeah, at the end I have to say thanks to everyone who made this possible. Thanks to our commentators who live streamed all the races. And last but not least, obviously, big thanks to all the drivers. We had 3 really clean races, no major incidents at all, and it was so much fun to drive in this competitive field. I really hope this series will return for F1 2018, or maybe even F1 2017 for a second run. Who knows? But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you guys for some more great racing very soon. Bye bye.